everyone, welcome to Breed Middle School's Shakespeare Roulette. We have 5 Mongolis and 4 scenes for you today. First up, we have a Mongoli from Macbeth, performed by Asia Oleg.
Was the hope drunk when you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and twixt it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I count thy love, art thou feared to be the same in thine own act and valor, as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and love a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare now wait upon I would like the poor cat in the adage? What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to do more than what you would be so much more than man, nor time, nor place, and then a deer, and yet you would make both. They make themselves, and their fitness now doesn't make you. I have given suck and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and have dashed the brains out, as I had sworn to you have done to this.
For our first scene, we have Much Ado About Nothing.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, Signor. You will almost come to part, almost a fray.
We had like to have had our 2 noses snapped off with 2 old men without teeth.
Leonetto and his brother, what thinkest thou? Had we thought? I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek thee, for we are high-proof, melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
It is my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
By this light, he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
If he be, he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good. How dare you? With what you dare and when you dare, do me right, or I will protest you cowardice. You will have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
What? A feast? A feast?
I faith, I thank him. He hath bid me to a calf's head and a capon, the which if I do not carve most curiously, say my knife's not, shall I not find a woodcock too?
Sir, your wit aimless, well, it goes easily.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said I hast a fine with true. She, a fine little one. No, I said, a great wit, right, she says, a great gross one. Thus, she did an hour together, trans-shape thy particular virtues. Yet, last she concluded with a sigh, thou wast the prosper of a man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily and said she cared not.
Yeah, that she did. But yet, for all that, and if she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
All, and moreover, God saw him when he was hid in the garden.
But when shall we set savage bull horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
Yeah, and text underneath, here dwells Benedict the married man.
Fare you well. You know my mind. I will leave you now for your gossip-like humor, my lord. For you made courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother is fled from the Messiah. You have a mom. You killed a sweet innocent lady for my lord. Lack bear there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
Now we will see a Mongoli from Midsummer Night's Dream, performed by Amy Bamaka.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove. Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak, white dumb. Dead, dead. A dove must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes are as green as leeks. Oh, sister street, come, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore. Since you have short, with shears a strand of silk. Tongue not a word, come trusty sword. Blade my breast in brew, and this by ends. Farewell, friends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Next scene we have in Midsummer Night's Dream.
What get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind,
What, with Lysander?
with Demetrius.
Be afraid not, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not. Thou you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was vixen, but when she went to school, and thou she be but little, and she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you come suffer her float me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering and not glass made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious. In her behalf that scorns your services, let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, for if thou dost intend never little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not, now I'll follow, if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I go with thee, cheek by Jove.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fright. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I'm amazed, and know not what to say.
Now we will see a Mongolian from Two Gentlemen of Vernalma, performed by Mia Ambrose.
Pardon me, Proteus, for all I can is nothing. To her whose worth makes others' wage nothing. She is alone. Not for the world, why man, she is my own. And I as rich as having such a jewel, as 20 seas if all their sand were pearl, the water nectar and the rocks pure gold. Forgive me that I do not dream on thee. Because ceased me doubt upon my love, my foolish rival that her father likes only for his possession are so huge. Betrayed, nay more, our marriage hour, with all the cunning manner of our flight, determined if I must climb her window, the ladder made of cords and means, plotted and created for my happiness. Good Proteus, go with me to my chambers, and aid me with my counsel.
Next scene we have Julius Caesar.
I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things of lucky charge my feasting. I have no will to wander forth of doors, yet something leads me forth.
What is your name?
Whither are you going? Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
Answer every man directly.
A and briefly.
A and wisely.
A and truly, you were the best.
What is my name? Whither I'm going? Where do I dwell? Am I married? Am I a married man or a bachelor? Then too. Answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly. Wisely I say I am a bachelor.
That is as much as to say. There are fools that marry. You'll bear me a bang. For that I fear proceed directly.
Directly I'm going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
That matter is answered directly.
For your dwelling briefly?
Briefly I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly my name is Cinna.
Tear him to pieces. Here, conspirators!
I am Cinna the poet. I am Cinna the poet.
Tear him for his bad verses. Tear him for his bad verses.
I'm not Cinna the conspirator.
It is no matter. His name's Cinna. Pluck his name out of his heart and turn him going.
Tear him, tear him. Come on, Branco. Fire brands to Brutus, to Cassius. Burn all, some to Decius' house, and some Cassicus, some Ligurius. Go away, go.
Now we will see a Mongoli from A Midsummer Night's Dream performed by Sandra de Jesus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for now shining so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take truest tipsy sight. But say, O sprite, but my poor knight, what dreadful dawn is here? I see you see it, how can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Approach ye, furies fell. O fate, come, concoct dread and drum. Quail, crush, conclude and quell. Oh, wherefore didst thou, lion train, since lion thou have here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with tear. Come, tears, confound, outward and moon, the pap of Primus, that left pap, where heart doth have. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My soul is in the sky, tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight. Now die.
For our final scene, we have Macbeth.
Alack, I am afraid to have awakened, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed comforts us. Hark! I laid the daggers ready. He could not miss him, had he not resembled my father as he slept. I had done it. And my husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended? This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought. To say sorry sight.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. Count Blemis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brainsically of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear them, the sleepy grooms, with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Go look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm on purpose. Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears and painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll glit the faces of grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
And our final Mongoli will be from Macbeth, performed by Adriana Ripley.
To be less is nothing, but to be safely less. Our fears and banquets take deep. And it is royalty of nature range that should be feared, 'tis much he dared. And to that dauntless temper of his mind, he hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor, tact, and safety. There's none but he whose being I do fear. And under him my genius is rebuked. As it is said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when they first put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him, then prophet-like. They tailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, put a barren scepter in my gripe. Thence to be went with an unlineal hand. As then my succeeding, if it be so. For Banquo's issue have I found my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them and mine eternal jewel, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, conform to the list, and championing to the utterance.
Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Bye. Bye, everyone.